Hey everyone, this is Saito, and in this video I'm going to talk about a particular voice actor in Zenless Zone Zero who has done a series of fumbles that led to him just getting fired. But instead of just accepting this, he just went on saying a bunch of lies and saying many other things that might just ruin his future career, and I will talk about it immediately. But before that, please consider to subscribe, because once we reach 500 subs I will make a special giveaway where I will give out some welcome moons. So trust me, it's gonna be worth it, just subscribe, and now let's get to the video. So this guy is the ex-voice actor of Lycon, which is that furry guy from Zenless Zone Zero, which also is a fan favorite character by the community, which is pretty nice. And he must be, because they made another furry character into the game being playable. But as for the latest version of the game, his voice will be replaced by another one. We don't know the name of the new voice actor, but we know for sure that he's getting recast. So this left many people disappointed, but him particularly angry, because he says that he hasn't been contacted by the agency. The name of the voice acting studio is Cadence, and he just says that they didn't contact him, that he just got replaced without any word being said, and that the last time he talked to them was on October. So he's not the only one who's getting his voice replaced. There is also Soldier 11, which is another character that will just have another voice, but I prefer just focusing on this guy because many shit happened about him. So first of all, he says that they didn't contact him, despite Cadence later saying that yes, they did contact him multiple times, and he just ignored them. He kept on going and just didn't do anything about it. Maybe he didn't receive the emails, maybe something else happened, but what matters is that they did contact him and he didn't do anything about it. So this made many people angry at him, because Cadence isn't a studio that is like badly treated. Like, so many people actually like Cadence. So many people say that they're very responsive, they treat these things very well, and that they always communicate with their clients. So this already made many people pissed off at him, because he's clearly lying, because they just did contact him. So not only that, but first of all, he says that he was always fully available to just get contact, but despite that, he also said in the past that he was very busy. If you didn't know, he has his own radio show, and in the version 1.4 he stopped being voiced because of that. Lycon started being silent since the version 1.4 because he just said that he was being busy with a bunch of things. And after just 2 versions, now you're telling me that he was always free? That it doesn't seem very nice to me. I believe that he's just saying a bunch of lies. And after that got debunked, then he started saying another thing. Then he starts saying that he's against AI. So even though he's not even a member of the SAG-AFTRA, which is the guys against AI in voice acting, he still says that because of that he won't keep voicing the character because he doesn't like AI in voice acting, which is another stupid thing, because SAG-AFTRA has already signed the contract which just says that they won't use AI in voice acting. It's not like Formosa. Cadence already has signed the contract where they just won't use it. So that is a second strike. He's just blatantly lying. And also, if you go check many comments about these situations, many people are just talking shit about him. They say that his fans has contacted him multiple times just telling him that Lycon doesn't have a voice, and he didn't even say anything about it. He completely ignored them, even though Lycon is by far the most important character that he has ever voiced. Lycon for now is like his magnus opus, and he's just shitting on it. If anything, this is just a recipe for a disaster if you're just trying to be a good voice actor. You're ruining your own reputation because of this. And also, many people are just comparing this to Bayonetta's voice actress, which was Elena Taylor, which said that she was being mistreated by the voice agency where she worked at, but then they just proved it wrong. And this was just to get some approval by the fans and also try to get more money because of it. Like, the VAs are having such a big fight against AI for very good reasons, because this is an actual threat that has been happening very often. AI has been used in so many new medias recently because of companies that are trying to just stuff it everywhere. Same for Genshin Impact, where they did post an AI generated pic, at least an employee, but it was also expected that many voice actors would have just tried to use this as a way to push maybe their career, or in this case with this guy just using it as a way to just excuse himself by just saying that he did do this just because he was against AI. And like, for example, Soldier 11, from what I understood, she said that she did just decide to get recast because she was against AI, which I guess is understandable, but even then, like, Cadence did already said and already proved it that they won't just use AI in voice acting. So I guess that was more like a way to protest globally, I suppose, good for her, I guess. But Lycon's VA did not do that. He said that he was free, that he was available to just get contact, when in reality he just ignored them. And then when they realized that, he just said, oh no, never mind, I'm against AI too, even if Cadence did sign behind the SAG-AFTRA. There are many VAs who just use AI as an excuse nowadays, even if many of them are just good people, but it was expected. I think that this guy is just a fucking moron because he just tried to do something else. He tried with the radio show, he completely neglected his work with sound cadence, and he refuses to pay the price of just getting replaced. And by doing all of this even more, he's just trying to sound even more like a clown, because now even more people are talking about this. Even now, for example, I am making some videos, and there are already a ton of just proofs and articles about him, and most of them don't seem to put him in a good light. So just to put it simply, he hasn't gone to work for more than half a year, then he just got fired, and now he's angry. And now he's just trying to buy the compassion from his fans, even though even Sound Cadence itself is just proving him wrong. And people trust Sound Cadence because it's a good company. Honestly, I think that this guy not only just abused the SAG-AFTRA protest about AI in voice acting, but it's also the fact that I feel like so many voice actors, especially the ones in the West, are just so full of themselves. I see that all the time, and I keep saying this. I just always see these guys just being very reckless with their job. Like, your job is very fucking important, like you're playing a very important part in the making of these things, and you risk flushing this stuff down the toilet, because this is just not the right way to approach this. In general, I always say this: if you make a Twitter account and you're a voice actor, either don't post anything or just post very safe stuff. Even if you may think something else, just don't risk it, it's not worth your fucking job. Or in general, just act like a normal person, like you don't have to ignore all of your fans and the company itself, nor you have to act like other voice actors who have said some controversial stuff. And then there is Tainari, or the Oz voice actor, which was accused of cheating, and Tainari for the reason why Colley refers to him as master. To me, this guy just sucks, and he's trying to use the approach by SAG-AFTRA just to try to buy some points by the fans by just saying that he's against AI, even though Sound Cadence itself is against AI. And lastly, it's so entertaining that so many people for some fucking reason are against the Genshin Impact once again because of this. It's not even the same game nor the same studio, for fuck's sake. But yeah, this guy sucks, and this is it for the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!